Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. So this is for the period roughly the 5th to the 11th of April. But the thing is, I mean, we're all on divine timing now, aren't we? So whenever it happens, it happens. I figure some things, look at me throwing the cards everywhere. I figure some things are still going to happen the same way. And other things are going, we're going to have reversals here now too. And other things may take a little bit longer to come in. Oh my goodness, why do you need them mixed up like that? Oh boy. Okay, so let's have a look and see who this reading's for. We're going to be doing reversals in this deck. Apparently Spirit has much better control over this than I do, but that just is the way it is. Okay, so this is for Pisces. Okay, Pisces, cards are shuffled well. They went all over the place. So remember, the readings are general, though. They're not always going to resonate with you. Make sure you check out everything, other aspects of your natal chart. We're using the Arcanum Tarot here, by the way. Okay. Let's see. So I don't know if I've got the pack upside down now. No, they're all over the place. So let's go with it because that's what Spirit wants. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is a card of walking away from things that are not emotionally fulfilling. And I feel there's a situation here that you should be walking away from and you're not. Sometimes we tend to sort of make sure we've covered every base before we walk away. So it could be that you're being very cautious about making sure you've covered everything before you walk. But it may just be a reluctance to walk away from something. And certainly with the Three of Wands behind this, because the Three of Wands talks about looking out, waiting for ships to come in. But to me, this looks like you're really stuck here. Very stuck energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo here. But there's sort of something you've put on hold here. You may be refusing to walk away from another situation that's got you pretty much tied up. I feel like you've sort of, it's almost like you've given up the fight here. So you could be dealing with an earth sign here, but it's like you're refusing to walk away or you've given up. So maybe you tried to make an effort, but you were not able to move forward. Now, there's some sort of offer that you wanted to make here. So it's like you've, it's like you've closed shop. That's all I can say. That's exactly what it looks like. Closed shop. I don't want to do it anymore. You've gone into a little bit of a hidey space here, and you just don't want to deal with things at the moment. So whatever it is for you, Pisces, it obviously is not working the way you wanted it to. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords coming out here. So the universe here is telling you you need to meditate on this. Maybe you've sort of worn yourself down a little bit, whatever this situation is. Maybe you've sort of got to a point here where you've got tired of trying to do something, trying to make something work. You could be in a situation where the person you're dealing with is not always happy or content with how things they are. And it's like you want to move away from it, but you don't have the energy. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man coming through here as well. So I feel like you're in a bit of a waiting room at the moment. Let's keep going. There is a promise of better things to come with this Ace of Pentacles though, and we do have the King of Wands in reverse here as well. Okay. To me, it's like you've got no drive, no passion left here. It's like you want to move forward, you have something here that you want to do, but you're sort of stuck at the moment, and I feel like you've lost your drive, you've lost your passion. You've sort of come to a bit of a crossroads here, and I feel like the universe is putting you on hold here. Now, it could be you're on hold here because of what's going on in the world at the moment. Maybe you were intending to go, but something happened that you ended up having to stay before you got out the door. But I feel like you are, it's like you're stuck. I think the universe is giving you time to think about this here. I think the Six of Pentacles was meant to come in reverse too. So it could be that you're in a relationship where there's no give and take. You may have exhausted every avenue and you may be ready to move on from this now. There's definitely a feeling here, though, that things aren't as they seem. Okie dokie. So we may have a lot of reversals here because we have the Sun card in reverse too. And it feels to me like, oh, there's your card. So you've got both your cards, both Leo cards. Sorry, it's not your card. We have both Leo cards here and the King of Wands. So somebody's dealing with a Leo here for sure. I feel like you're ready to move on, and you've either got stuck in a situation you can't free yourself from. I feel that you've probably more than likely been dealing with someone who's a Leo, but this could be your energy. You could be just completely turned upside down at the moment about what's going on here. Okay, Five of Pentacles, yeah, because there's a little bit of sadness as well around that. And the Hierophant. So your stability is out of whack too. Yeah, Five of Swords. I think here there's this very strong feeling like there's a lot of conflict around you at the moment. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a family situation. This could be work here, because we do have this Ace of Pentacles. And maybe something's happened that you want to walk away from a job. Yeah, it could be a job for some of you here. I feel like perhaps some of you are waiting to walk away from something, and it could be that you're working in a job that you can't get away from at the moment for whatever reason. And I feel like the job has sort of you've got no passion left here, you've got no drive left here, and it's sort of taken away a lot from you. And I feel that you can't give away this stability at the moment. And maybe that's what was happening. Maybe you were already starting to look for another job, but got stuck here. And there's a lot of conflict. So you're either dealing in a very toxic environment, or there's a lot of conflict in yourself here. I think you wanted to walk away and you've got stuck. Now, if this is a relationship, it's very, very possible that I can put that on a relationship too. I feel that you were going to walk away from something and you haven't been able to go. To me, there's a lot of conflict here, and you feel like you're running out of energy, or you don't have the energy to put in anymore. I feel like you're in a situation where, you know, you've been dealing with someone who probably hasn't been putting in the same energy as you. And either way, whether this job or relationship, at the end of the day, this is about you just not feeling like you're being true to you at the moment. There is a feeling here that there will be more stability coming in. Yeah, I think that in time, beautiful. So we do have the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. So I do think that you've got something to look forward to later. But I don't think at the moment you're sort of pretty much stuck where you are. Some of you could be in jobs where you're serving the public, and maybe you've got a little bit of a fear or concern here about what you're doing in the face of the public. But I do think that you'll move on as soon as you get an opportunity to. It does feel that way. I think that you were ready to. I think this just caught you a little bit by surprise, and I think that some of you here look like you're in the police force, armed forces. You could be in IT as well. And we do have the card of Earth coming out here. I love that card. Okay, let's have a quick look. Earth, Earth, Earth. 17. Okay, so the invitation here is when the Earth symbol appears, it represents a need to focus on reverence and appreciation for the natural gifts that are coming to you now and always. The concrete world you inhabit is there by the grace of spirit, and you are part of it. Much can be accomplished now when you focus on compassion, reverent services to the world. If you act with integrity, gratitude and humility, you will find yourself more prosperous than you can imagine. Success is assured when the earth appears as an invitation. So I feel like somehow or another the universe has orchestrated this for some reason. It's like you need to be in this space at the moment to clear your head and get back your passion, which feels to me like you've sort of let that go here, and you're not feeling yourself. So I think that you're in this position at the moment to really work out, what do you want going ahead. You've been put in sort of a waiting space. Anyway, have a good week, Pisces.